Well, the supercar. Now that I don't actually know. That's to be quite. Is that Stingray?
It is Stingray, yeah.
Right, it is Stingray.
You've got Fireball XL5 up there,
Oh.
Space 1999.
No, you know, love that.
You know, believe it or not, obviously buying collectibles now is,
It's big money.
It is big money, and it can be a very good investment.
Yeah.
But as I have a conversation with a lot of people that come in, you have to realise when to move your collection on and potentially start something new, because lots of things, like, I'll do very quick, like, I don't know if you guys all know about Lado, a model of yesteryear. When I used to do the toy fairs, going back, a couple of decades now, there was one called Arnott's Biscuits, and it would exchange hands then for about £1,200, and it's about 17 now. Because it was time, so people who've invested in that sort of thing have invested a lot of money, potentially lose a lot.
But
so
where do you get to a point of where you sit there and you go? I mean, obviously you tend to you look at trends. Obviously, you do everything that goes with it. So where do you feel that?
It's a difficult one. I think what you need to do is look at the up to date trends, and then have a look at what's coming in and what people do collect and what they don't collect, and then you can establish, like, to be honest, trains generally now are slowing down a little bit.
Really? What are we talking? Any particular sizing here? Or?
No, just generally, because the people who are collecting are slightly older.
Yeah. So they've sort of moved on, or moving up to something bigger. Small boy pouring out the window, blessed already. See, now this just goes to show you there's a range of. I mean, we have toy shops in this area, and the toy shops just all sort of. Well, they just disappeared.
They do. Like you say, like you've gone through the consoles already. Yeah. Again, my experience in that is probably.
But good pricing on the consoles as well.
I aim to beat anybody in town as long as they can prove the pricing and they've got it in stock. I will beat their prices on everything anyway. We price check against other companies in Kings Lynn on a daily basis, and we do our best. So if someone comes in and says, "Steve, this guy's have got it." This price, if I can have look it up or whatever, I will always beat their prices.
So you don't need a discount code for coming here. If you've seen the video,
we price check ours. We do it a couple of times a week. We go through everything and price down accordingly. So we do our best for everybody. But yeah, no, it's been really good. Been really good. But yeah, like I say, on the other side, figures, Lego, the micro machines from the original sort of
are they original?
They are original, circa 2000. They are those ones. And then your little oddments of little, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Smurfs.
I remember those.
And even Beanie Babies, which you've just gone past. Even Beanie Babies.
And then we're back to square one, where we're talking of. But it's just, I mean, it's an amazing store. You've been in the town for quite some time.
Yeah, I've been in the town.
Really have. You've
10, 11 years now.
3-4 different stores that you've gone through.
Yeah, I've gone to small ones and expanded, sold, and then started again. But
you've always come back with more force. I'll never say you started at a point and then you've just moved upwards and upwards and upwards, and this is just it's beautiful.
Going back to where you sort of need to know where your market is. The gaming side is obviously there. Again, in my experience, the purchase of physical games is decreasing a little bit.
That's a horrible thing.
It is horrible.
Because it bungs the console up, and if you've got. I'm still of an age where physical. There's a lot of people at a certain age that just go actually keep it on massive, great big hard drive.
In my opinion,
that hard drive hits the floor, you've got a problem. So physical is always the one that you
always.
can
The other thing, there's two things to that as well. Firstly, is if you buy a game for say £60, you don't like it. At least you can say get £40, £30 back, where you can't on a digital. Secondly, if everybody goes digital. The companies can then dictate the prices, then we have no choice. So if, for example, they said, right, everyone, it won't happen now, just yet, but if they say in 10 years' time, everyone's digital, right, with the games are now £100, you have to pay that or you don't have the game. So we need to be very careful on what we do, and we need to sort of look after ourselves, to be fair. But yeah, it's good. It's good. The store's going really well. I've had so many compliments.
Well, yeah, to be quite honest, what isn't it here that isn't good to compliment? It just has literally everything.
We do our best. We don't get it all right, but we listen to what people want. Like the Doctor Who side of it. I've got lots of that in for people because I've had the requests. So I do listen to people.
You do realise I'm just sitting here looking up from my own collection.
Yeah, I know, that's cool. Yeah, obviously
computers.
Again, obviously with the other shops I had a bigger. The game, it was just a game shop pretty much, but I thought I'm going to introduce a little bit, and then but very selective what I sell, rather than everything that you can buy in, obviously, which wouldn't sell or isn't as popular. I've tried to be a little bit more specific, and the quality has to be right.
Oh yeah.
You know, if anything's slightly damaged, I don't entertain it, because I don't want that to be what I'm about. It needs to be. You come to a professional store, it needs to be spot on.
So, well, if I do a walkthrough, what I'm just going to do a quick update walk around, and obviously if you want to go back through the video and see it again, watch it, please leave comments. For this gentleman here, Steve's a brilliant bloke to work with, and to be quite honest with you, the stuff that he's got in here is just, it keeps coming back. I've never walked into this place and pretty much seen the same stuff in the same place ever. He's constantly on the move with every single thing. Everything is noticed, everything is in literally immaculate condition. It's worth the time. Well, first of all, before I go any further, thank you for allowing us to sit there
anytime.
I'm just going to do a walk round so that you can just have another quick glaze.
No problem, I will leave you to it.
Thank you very much, sir. No problem. Thank you for letting us do it.
No worries, no worries.
So yeah, an absolutely brilliant place to be. It really, truly is. Sorry that my face is so close, but there you go, I'll do it from this distance. But there is just, there's nothing here, I think, that's missing. You just can't, yeah, there's just so much here. I could go into Norwich and I could find a shop that's got half of this. And this man has just decided to locate in King's Lynn so that he can sit there and he can just do the best for the area. And this is a store that every time I go past, you always see someone looking. It's just one of those places that you always see someone looking at the store, which is one of the reasons why I asked this gentleman very nicely whether he'd let me just do an in-depth video as we're walking around, so that you can actually see for yourself just exactly how much stuff he's got. Oh, I didn't actually realise that was a monkey's one. There you go, that shows me. Right, so with everything that you see here, it really is the place to be if you're looking for, especially for gifts, for Christmas. I mean, Christmas is always round the corner, no matter what time of year it is, it's always round the corner. So if you like this video, please do me a favour, subscribe, leave your messages. I'm sure Steve would love to know them. He's going to be watching as well. And just thank you very much for taking the time to sit there and actually look at our video. And I'll see you again. And then with that, that's me. We're Steve here. That's Susie 650 signing out. If I'm not mistaken, that's a whole lot of video that is just recorded.